Hey, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to Roots Recap. How you doing, Patrick? Did you have a good week?
Yeah, been busy. Back in Atlanta, gonna be moving to Indianapolis here soon.
Nice.
Yeah,
That should be
so it's been
fun.
busy.
Good,
When it rains, it pours.
yeah, let me know if you're having trouble finding like a moving service or if there's any package supplies. Let me know for investment purposes. I need to check out my U-Haul stock or whatever, or if I need to
Hey, I
get
mean,
some.
people are always moving.
Yeah, that's for darn sure. But
I think
we
the
do have.
great and powerful Major once said, if they don't send your package, I mean, how the fuck else are you gonna get it there, right?
Right? That's a great question, and he sounds like a really smart man. But packaging supplies or U-Hauls might not be the only shortage that we face in the future. French President Macron, a lot of world economists even, are forecasting warning for looming of a famine, which is not good
Right,
at all. And this is due to Russia, right? Russia and Ukraine.
right. So Ukraine is like the EU's breadbasket. They produce a lot of wheat, and so it's about I think it's 12% of the U.S. or the world's calories.
Yeah, between Russia
So,
and Ukraine and their wheat, it's crazy.
mhm.
It's a lot of calories, right?
And this is right during the planting season. So if they miss this, there could be a lot of food that we don't have that we haven't planned to not have either.
Right.
And you couple that with a big shortage on fertilizer, and you see a equation for famine. I mean, there's just going to be less food this year than normal, which is interesting because what typically happens with famine is that you have political unrest and a lot of other problems. So it'll
A
be an
lot of
interesting year for
civil
sure.
unrest.
Mm.
Yeah, people get angry when they get hungry. Right? Snickers had a
That's
whole
true.
ad campaign about how you're not you when you're hungry. And I mean, we've seen what happens when shortages happen because of
Yeah,
Ukraine and
people
Russia.
panic.
Right? Oh, well, not even that. I was thinking about like oil, but you're right. No, like toilet paper.
Yeah.
Now we already talked about this or in our upcoming episode of the Roots Report, which you can find on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you find your favorite episodes. We talk a lot more about that and what's going on with oil, how I'm playing natural gas. So it's pretty cool. Definitely check it out, the Roots Report, if you haven't already. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? Oh yeah,
One of the
pot.
yeah.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah,
a good segue. It wasn't a good
decriminalization.
segue. Not at all. But it was a segue.
Well, that's just because you've been so liberal with it. You're already
Ah,
using the product.
this guy gets it. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I cannot wait for some representation. It's my body, my choice. I can decide if I want to pass on a deadly disease during a pandemic, but I can't figure out what I want to put in my body. Come on,
No,
man. Get out of here. That was the worst Joe
far too
Biden.
much responsibility.
Yeah, right. What is happening here? So pot stocks went crazy, right?
Yeah.
Over some news.
Yeah, there's a decriminalization bill hitting the floor next week.
The floor of the House. So
Right,
interesting. They'll be voting on it, right? They've already talked about it
right,
and stuff. So
right.
now, as
It's
soon as the
coming out of
news dropped
committee.
about that, we can see just a huge run up in pot. And then
Yeah.
look at all that profit taking
Well, I mean, you got to into the weekend, right?
into the
After a
weekend.
40,
Plus,
50% rise.
just because it's going to vote doesn't mean it's going to get the votes.
Right.
Even though the majority of Americans, at least surveyed, have like supported at least decriminalizing marijuana.
Okay. Well, if we were doing things the way that most Americans wanted to do it,
You mean like
I
in a
mean, this would be a
representation?
completely different. Yeah, if we had
If
representation,
we
it'd
had
be a completely different country. I mean,
if
that's
we had
just not how this
representatives,
works.
yeah, that'd be nice. No, what we need is some lobbyists here. What would you do,
Yeah.
Tilray or Sundial? What would you play?
Uh, Tilray.
Tilray.
Actually, full disclosure, I already have played them, so
Full
I'm already
disclosure,
in.
my Tilray bags are so heavy, but I have made a bunch of money on Sundial. So I'm going with my boy Sundial. Cheap, dirty options. I love it. Got the $4 last time, like $3.98. I was really hoping we'd get to 420, but the Bulls just couldn't get us there. $4 came in, everyone just started selling. Massive sell off last time. Well, Patrick, is there
I mean,
anything else? I mean, deep sigh of relief. It's almost like the first time we don't have like an hour of news to talk about.
I know it's been busy personally, not super busy in the market, but it has been good. All three major indexes posted
Right.
a green week.
Pretty great. In fact, the S&P 500 is higher now than it was after the Russian Ukraine war started,
Yeah,
which is
and
often facilitated in the market. Oftentimes, we see the worst in the market way before we see the worst in real life.
yeah, and even like major stock analysts like Kramer saying that the bull market is back.
Yeah. Now,
So I don't know how that makes you feel.
that might give you some head, yeah, right before you YOLO into something. You're like, wait, what Jim say? What Joe?
Wait a
What Jimmy
second.
Chill say?
Sell it all.
Just inverse it.
Yeah.
Puts on Netflix. Cool, man.
Well, other than that, I think that's
Yeah.
all we have for today.
The only thing I have to say is I love your baby blue shirt. Keep it up. Keep rocking it. If you guys want to learn more about the topics we talked about, we have a whole podcast coming out. Comes out every Sunday. We'll be hitting up more about natural gas, oil. Let's see. There's a lot longer segment on Jim Cramer. There's a lot. There's a lot more jokes about
Well,
Jim
yeah,
Cramer.
it's kind of like the Roots recap, but with more detail.
Yeah, it's like more detail. You want more thought process. You want to listen to more Patrick's voice, a little bit less than my voice. We also play a fun game called Rip It or Dip It, where we try to predict how stocks are going to go with the earnings without even looking at the charts. So that's stupid, but it's a lot of fun. You can hear some thought process. Make sure to like and subscribe this video. If you enjoyed it, we have a free Discord, which will be in the description down below, as well as joining our Twitter account. You can tweet at us anytime, Roots Research _. We'd love to hear some of your picks on the market. What do you think is safe to go in or not? Love to hear down in the descriptions below if you're buying any stocks. Patrick, anything from you?
Thank you, and hope you tune in next week.
For my boy Tim, I'm going to cue the outro for you.